Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafty Kaylee from Crafty Kaylee Creations, and today I am going to make a thread holder keeper. So actually I saw this first, this tiny little one on Aruna site. Buku. I'm not sure if any of you follow her. She's from Toronto. However, and it's so cute, I keep my Nymo thread in it. However, last year, it's very similar to a large size one. Well, I've made a couple actually. This one that I keep my Borrow and Sashiko threads and needles, etc. in. And this one is inspired by Andrea at Bitten by the Bug. I buy most of my Japanese fabrics and threads, etc. from Andrea. She's based down in Melbourne. She's absolutely lovely, just wonderful. So yeah, it's basically the same type of thing really, it's just a small one. So I thought I'd do another one because in a little bit bigger version, because I'd like to keep, it's not quite big enough for keeping a big reel of thread in, which I'd like to do. So I've started a little bit here. I just wanted to go through things with you. Firstly, you're going to need a template. Now this one is for this little one here. It includes your, wait till I get tape measure. It includes seams. So this one in total measures about 6 1/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. The one I'm making for, that's a little bit bigger. Well, I've already sewn it inside. It includes the seams, 1/4 inch seams. It's just over 6 inches long by 3 inches wide. I think I cut it at about 3 1/2, then with the seams. I'm using Tilda thread on this little project. This will be the inside, this will be the outside. And so let's get started. So that's your pattern you need. This is going to be for the main part here, and then you need little circles for the ends. So I've gone ahead and cut 2 little circles of cardboard, which in diameter are let's see here, 1 1/4 inches. I've got a couple little pieces of batting, which I also have in here, and some fabric which will cover those. You are also going to need some cord, or use whatever you want really for the enclosure, and I've picked just for something different this pretty little bead to go to close it up with, and to put the needles in here for some wool. I've got here, many years ago, a friend of mine went to Tasmania and went to the woolen mills and bought me a nice big pack of different woolen, I think they're woolen offcut blankets. I've got plain colours, and I've got this nice checkered one. I've already used a couple of pieces, like which I used for this one, but I thought I'd like to use the nice blue here for the inside of this project. Anyway, firstly, what we're going to do is I'm just going to sew up this part here to close it off. It's up to you really if you want to make it a Borrow style and just match pieces together and use scraps. You can use scraps easily, but I just find, because I like to machine sew this part first, just evens off your edges, otherwise you're gonna have a difficult time to try and get it nice and even on the ends. Now, let's see, fold this in. So how is everybody today? For me here in Queensland, Australia, it is Wednesday. I hope you're all going well, taking care of yourselves. Well, I hope you're joining me again. So here we go. I'll just do a little ladder stitch along here to enclose this. And then I'm going to do some, I suppose you'd call it a cantha stitch, but I like my Japanese borrow stitching, and well, it is borrow stitching as well. So have a look in a minute what threads, what colour thread. I think I'll go for red. It'll just make the little red in these flowers pop. I cut the batting a little bit shorter down the bottom so that it made it a little bit easier to fold in. Have any of you made one of these previously? You can make really different sizes for different projects that you want. I've got so many threads now for my borrow stitching and sashiko stitching that I think I'm going to have to make another one of these. I know I watch quite a few YouTubes of ladies. I love Jennifer Clouston, if any of you know Jennifer, and watch her daily snippets of her stitching. She does beautiful work. And a lot of them, some of the others that I watch, they really have the gift of the gab while they're stitching and can talk about a lot of things. I'm going to have to get used to that because I generally like to stitch in silence, except for watching my YouTubes. But I'm not talking to anybody, I'm just listening. End off with a double knot. Okay. Okay, let's start some borrow stitching. Now I know I've got red down here. Here we go. Well, it's more of a maroon deep red, but I think it'll be really nice with that. One of my needles. Now I have used this previously, so it should be, oh, there we go. Was able to get that one out okay. Now, I think when I started this one, let me see if I can get this knot in. Actually, if I start at this end, I might have better luck. What do you think? There we go. I'm just going to do basic running stitches. Oh, I like the red. That looks nice. So, I bought myself a camera arm, which is great. I hope I've got everything centered and it's looking okay and you can see everything. Oh, okay, there we go. It's all stitched. And we can now start assembling the thread case. So firstly, we'll make the little circles that go on the end. We'll just cut these out. This is a Tilda fabric range. and I've just decided I'd use the red just to contrast it. I thought it might look nice. Just so you know, folks, my favourite colour is red in a lot of things. However, I've learnt in the last couple of years to use different colour fabrics as well, but I do like to pop in a bit of red every now and then. Gives everything a nice pop, I think. Okay. I'm not sure if this is how it's done from the lady at Boku. I can't remember because it's so long ago since I watched the video, but this is the way that I put them together. In this bigger one, it actually has an outer and an inner it's got two lots of cardboard with the fabric that goes around, and then they're stuck together. However, this one, I mean, the cardboard's a bit thick, so you can't really do it like that. So this is the plan that I came up with anyway. So this isn't cut exactly into a circle, but I just had a square piece of fabric and rounded off the corners. So we will just do a gathering stitch around here. This particular fabric I'm using at the moment, this one, reminds me of the sakura flowers in Japan in spring. They're beautiful. So it is one of my favourite fabrics to use. Just gathering all the way around lightly so that we can pop the circles in. Okay. Put your wadding down first. This is how I like to do it anyway. And then put the cardboard down, and then put one of these little discs inside. And then just pull the gathering stitch up. C'est voila. And then you've just got your... Oh, it seems I didn't really need the disc this time because this fabric has covered it all anyway. That's okay. It's just really so you can't see the cardboard, because when I did that one, I obviously didn't have as much outer fabric. Just knot it off. Because it's only tiny, really, you don't need... This will go to the inside And when you've got your thread in there, it covers it up. You don't really see it. Okay. There we go, one made. Cute as a button. I'm not sure if I'll have enough thread. Let's give it a go. You can make yours any length you want. Just after making that one, I couldn't see the point of having it too big, to be honest. Just trim this down a little bit. There we go. Use a little bit of red thread to put it on with. These will be so handy that you could just pop in your handbag if you just want to carry some thread with you and a needle for those emergency situations, or if you're traveling. I think they'd be very handy. Okay, so after putting this on, all we need to do is put the little side bits on. There we go. Okay, so I think I'll just use some cream thread to put these in. Okay, so this can get a bit tricky. Takes a little bit of manoeuvring. Just do a little whip stitch, ladder stitch, whatever you prefer to put it on with. Okay. You can just gauge how far around that you want to sew the circle in, but just ensure that you've left enough room so that you can put your reel of thread in. Once you get started and getting along, it's not too bad. It's just that initial starting point. Hope you can see what's going on. I'm not sure. Oh well. Using this camera we'll get to see how I did for the first video doing it like this. Best off doing lots of tiny stitches close together. Okay, how's that looking? I think I need to do a little bit more. Let me check it against this one. Might be getting close. Okay, how are we going? That looks about right, I think. Yep. Okay. Okay, number 2. Oh, I think cord, I think they call it. I'm not 100% sure. I think the little white one might be okay, to be honest. And I might be able to just put it in there. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Put it a fair way down, it should be fine. That was a bit of a rookie error, wasn't it? That one I think I machine stitched in when I did it. So, but this will be fine. Okay, now, so, maybe if I used a button on there would work too. So, I'll do that, but that's what they look like. I hope you've enjoyed my little video today. If you do, please hit the like button subscribe, and hit that little bell to watch another little video of mine. Thank you for joining me. Bye. Have a nice day. So I managed to find a button, which I think that looks nice, the little white button on there to close it up. I noticed also, I've just been looking a little bit of the video process. I said I was using Tilda threads. Well, actually I'm using Tilda fabric. Also, I noticed I'm gonna have to, I don't know if it bothers you or not, but I'm actually a right-hander, not a left-hander. And to show you the video as it was recorded, but it's making me look like I'm a left-hander. I'll have to look into that and see how I rectify that situation, but it's early days with me for videoing and YouTube, so please bear with me. Well, I hope you like the little project. Thank you. Bye.